Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. First pitch moments away, and pitching in this game, Kyle Wright.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Kicks and deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one is absolutely belted. And that ball is out of here. He wastes no time on this one. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Here's a 1-1. On the ground to third. Moncada tossed to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
One out, bases empty. And down on strikes he goes. That's the second out.
Batting fourth.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Ozzie Albies.
The 1-1.
That's a ball.
That one way inside. Two down, bases empty, but one run across, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
He's got it, and that is out number 3. And we're back. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Reynaldo Lopez.
Oh, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
And a pitch. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now Yoan Moncada. Man at second. Now a high fly ball out to left center. And that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score and then tie it. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Luis Ariz stands in. Righty delivers. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Moncada round second on his way to third. And he's got a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And a 1-1. Fought off foul.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Line drive, could be extra bases. One runs in, another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next to hit for the Sox, Alex Verdugo. Oh, great stop. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
One away with a runner at third. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
Stay clear of the DP.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
The pitch. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Man at first, and up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery.
Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
He's there. He's got it. And that is that. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. We head to the second on the south side. White Sox 4 and the Braves 1. New inning getting started. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Matt Olson. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That's a strike, and a count 1-2.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And a 1-2. Bounce to the left side. Zips it to first, and quickly 1 away in the second. Here's Jared Kelenic. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. The Braves trailing by 3 here at the top of the second. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
2-2 to count.
On the ground, out to short. In time, Devon. 2 up, 2 down. Wow, Singy, what a throw. We got to take another look at it, but this time with the numbers from StatCast.
Yeah, Boog, that's about as good as it gets. You'll see the hardest throwing infielders reach 90+ on throws across the diamond, so he's pretty much right there with the best infield arms in the game. That was a rocket of a throw right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Julio Pablo Martinez next up for the Braves. The wind and the pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, out towards left center. Varsho tracks it down for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Francisco Mejia coming up to hit.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
And that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. Man at second. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes a nice running catch. 1 down.
The batter, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Here is Moncada. Out towards left center. Harris sizing this one up. Makes the catch. 2 down.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Luis Arias.
So man aboard. So up next for Chicago, Luis Arias. Man on second, 2 down. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first. What a play. Inning over. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full. White Sox 4 and the Braves 1. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field, top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. Late with the swing there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, what a stop from his backside, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris. The White Sox leading by 3. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Out towards right center field. Fletcher puts it away, and there are 2 outs.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Orlando.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. 2 outs. So Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Braves go down quickly here, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here on the south side, bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. 2-1 now. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Sizes this one up. Corrals it. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex.
Here's Alex Verdugo. And the pitch. And he grounds one back up the middle. On to first. And Verdugo is set down.
Now batting, first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So they go quietly there. On to inning number 4. White Sox 4 and the Braves 1. Here on the south side, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ronald Acuna Jr. The wide to kick the pitch. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. In plenty of time to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Austin Riley.
Here's Austin Riley. The Braves trailing by 3 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We're midway in the 4th. White Sox 4 and the Braves 1. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they add a run. It's 5-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to battle that type of approach.
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. The pitch. And there's a hit.
With that fastball,
Now
even though it's
batting,
high velocity,
catcher,
you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Man at first, and next to hit for the Sox, Front dives, and he can't hang on. And he beats it. He's safe.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ronaldo Lopez out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Huascar Noah gets the ball now.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So the batting order turns over. Dominic Fletcher will hit next. Right-handed reliever. That's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's 3 singles in a row. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias. 2 outs. Into center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. They put 2 on the board. 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the White Sox 6 and the Braves 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that one hammered way back there. Gone. Home run number 30 on the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-2.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Jared Kellner next up for the Braves. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. In time to Vaughn. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
One run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's in for a strike at 95. Going to count 1-2. Righty to the plate. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
And down on strikes. And that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 6-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Now that's smacked to right center. And there's one down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Alex.
So now it's the White Sox DH, Alex Verdugo. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. That leaves him without a throw, and he reaches safely.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Man at first, one away. That one finds the zone, and the count's full. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Over to second for one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the White Sox 6 and the Braves 2. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter now, Michael Harris. That one ripped left field. Varsho going back. Slams into the wall and hangs on.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Liner snagged at first.
The batter, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. 2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the outside corner, 1-2. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it...
Well, plays made there, and that retires the side. So they make short work of him there. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the White Sox 6 and the Braves 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Anthony Santander. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. One down, base is empty. Liner caught at second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Francisco Mejia now at the plate. Two down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to the right side. He handles it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. 7th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 6 and the Braves 2. Back here on the south side, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. The Braves in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And a pitch. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Kyle Wright will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher for the White Sox, Mike Soroka.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
The Braves down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
One down, base is empty. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And here it comes. The other way. And foul ball. Base is empty, one away. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Ground ball right side. Arise. Sends it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
The batter, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt Olson up to the plate. Two outs.
Ball inside.
That
Oh, that's
one
off.
misses, and the count is 3-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Full count. 3-2.
2 down, nobody on. Popped in the air, left side. And Olsen is set down. And that is that. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 7th inning stretch time. It's the White Sox 6 and the Braves 2. Here on the south side, bottom of the 7th, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Dominic Fletcher. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So man aboard. Here is Yoan Moncada. And the righty deals. In the air out to center. Harris racing after it. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one down.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Luis Arias.
Man at first, Luis Arias steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fletcher, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
At the plate, Albies. The underhand flip over to Arcia. That's 1. On to Olsen. That's 2. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left on base. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the White Sox 6 and the Braves 2.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Kicks and fires. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Gone. A solo shot. It's 6-3.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Now here is Julio Pablo Martinez. The 1-2. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
So here's Murphy now. The Braves trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. And the right-hander deals. The punch out there. That's out number 2.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
2 outs. He swings and fouls one off. And he deals. Swings and misses, struck him out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. Back after this on the show. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Here's the White Sox DH, Alex Verdugo.
Alex Verdugo.
And right back to the mound. Gets it to first, and Verdugo is set down.
The batter, the first baseman, Andrew
Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. One down, base is empty. And strike two.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Fly ball to right. Acuna there. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
now batting, the center fielder.
Two outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander steps to the plate for the White Sox. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Now batting, shortstop.
So two down, and up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. The 1-1. Ripped into left center, base hit. So that's two straight two-out hits. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. Two on now with two away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 9-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Trevor Richards.
He's averaging more than one hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So the lineup flips over, and now Dominic Fletcher. High fly ball out to left field. Kelnick moving under this one. Brings it in, and that's the third out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field, we go to the ninth, and now Orlando Arcia. The shortstop takes the ball.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. And they cut into the lead. It's 9-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
All right, Sox.
The White Sox leading by 5 here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
The second base.
He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it just energizes that entire team.
One down, base is empty. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. He'll touch them all. It's their second home run of the inning, and they close the gap. It's 9-5. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Man, he completely covered that pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner of the plate. His shoulder stayed square. He got to it, got around it, and got it up in the air. Nice home run. Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
The pitch. This one smoked on its way out of here. They go back-to-back. His 32nd of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 9-6. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
1 out, base is empty. Here's Matt Olson. One and 2 here. Base knock center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And the batter now, Jared Kelnick. At the belt and fires. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And the pitch. Got him swinging. Braves down to their final out.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
So they're down to their final out. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Julio Pablo Martinez. They're down to their final strike. The Braves down to their final strike. Two outs. And that'll do it.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
9-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.